Hello viewers and welcome to the eSeniors GT3 Championship in the Porsche Cup. This week we're at Imola, and if this track is anything to go by and the pre-qualifying races we've just watched going around the track, it's going to be exciting. Not necessarily for incidents with car on car, but car on off track, shall I say. As the Porsche's got no traction control, if you put the power down too early on in the corner, you're going to be facing the other way. Likewise, if you go wide and you keep the power down, you'll carry on going wide. So I think this is really going to be a case of taking it easy, but on the limit without struggling too much. I'm not running solo today. I have Jeremy with me.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the Porsche Cup.
Hello, Jeremy. I just want to make you aware of our sponsor of ACCTV, which is preciouswashers.co.uk. who provide cleaning equipment to commercial and to personal as well. For any EC Seniors members, there's the possibility of a discount. Obviously, it works more if you're based in the UK, but pop along to that website, just see what they do. There may be something interesting to you there. So what I'll do now is I'll jump back across to the qualifying. So qualifying's just begun. They're all on their outlap at the moment, and what I'll do is when Derek goes round the start-finish straight, I'll do my usual very, very quick and simple lap guide for those who are unaware of Imola and how it works. So this is the start point of the start-finish straight. Quite a long finish straight, this one. It actually ends here, and then this is classed as the start here. So this little kink here is turn 1, although obviously it's not a turn. The idea is keep your foot flat out, get the car to drift to the right, and brake at the little person on the right here. Hard left into Tamburello, which is corners 2, 3 and 4. You want to keep the car as close to them two curbs as possible and drift it wide here and cut the curb. Then flat out, get to about the 50 marker and hang a left, cutting the curb a little bit into the Variante Villeneuve, corners 5 and 6. Drifting left, then getting the car back to the right. After the 50, again, you're braking hard, trail braking into the corner, get the power down into Tosa, that's corner 7. And as you come up here over the hill on the rise, this is what's classed as turn 8. The car will drift right to the right now. And then again, after the 50, they'll brake hard and cut across 9 into Piratella. This takes us into corner 10, which is this left-hander here. Downhill, keep the car to the left, then cut the corner to the right. And that takes us into the well-known Acqua Minerale. This is where I think we're going to see most cars going off, over-rotating on that corner. So that was corners 11, 12 and 13. Again, accelerate hard, left. As you hit the curbings, brake hard into the Variante Alta. Riding the chicane, and that's corner 14 and 15. Don't go too wide. There is a track warning there if you go too wide. Foot down hard. Keep left, then drift to the right, and just after the 100, brake hard and drift into the left on the bottom of the corner. That's corner 16. And this takes us into Rivazza of corners 17, and this is corner 18. And that takes us back onto the start-finish straight. And this is corner 19, this little kink here. That's a very good lap from from Derek. And that is a 145.5. I do think we're going to see a 144.
So, I'm pretty sure we will, yes.
So who's going to do a 144? So I actually got this spot on yesterday. You wouldn't believe, Jeremy. I actually had merch down as a pole and winning it. I got that absolutely spot on. So I think we're going to get a surprise package today. I think we're going to see Danny Holtz, one of the new guys, showing his face in the top 3 in qualifying. Might even get pole. Derek Bird, we know, is very good in the Porsche. Very good in the Porsche Cup. So I'd expect to see Derek up there as well. Just looking, Chris Bourne is the usual suspect of doing really well. So, I'd have to give a shout out to Chris Bourne there. So I'm half thinking it could be Bird, Bourne and Holtz. But I think Holtz is probably going to get pole. I'll be wrong, but you've heard it here first if you get it spot on.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that happening. We've seen that before. I mean, we also know that Carlo is gone. So technically, Chris is untouchable there. He has such a huge lead, but it's going to be very interesting for the remainder of the group, especially between Derek Bird and Merch and David Noble and Terry Trowbridge. It's going to be very close there. It's going to be very intense.
Yeah, so Chris Bourne's leader in Carlo. Obviously, he's not going to be racing anymore midweek, so that really means he becomes a non-contender.
That's right.
In actual fact, though, if it all goes wrong for Derek, David, and Petri, he could still end up getting second, Carlo. I think the reality is that's not going to happen. I think Chris Bourne's going to lead this. Derek Bird, David Noble, these guys have been dominant throughout the season, and I think that them guys are going to be high up. But you start to see the gap starting to appear, between Petri and Steve Howells and Merch. You're talking 60 points between them places. That's right. That's almost a race and a half. And then we've got a couple of people on the same points. We've got Melvin and Billy both on 178. We know Billy's not racing tonight, so Melvin has the opportunity here to gain a couple of places. Jonathan Wood's not racing, so Melvin has the ability to go past Jonathan Wood as well. So this table could change significantly.
Absolutely.
And then towards the bottom of the grid, we've got Neil Bywater, who's in the second section of the grid, should I say, the table, and Rambro and Nikos. And then from that point down, they're all under 100. They are people who haven't raced a full series. That is why they are where they are. So that's just a bit of a chat about the table, really, there. So what's going on? So David Noble has gone fastest.
Yes.
But Derek isn't giving up here. Derek's on an absolute flyer. He's 6/10 up, and Terry Howard's put a storming lap in there. He was telling me before in chat he was struggling. So yeah,
he must have found something.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, it's one of them, innit? So yeah, I think Derek's going for a 144.7, 144.6 here. He's losing time. It's a 144.9 now. He was looking really good. 144.9. So yeah, there's the final sector let Derek down there. Actually, he was the slowest in the final sector. A quick move over to the chat. Hi Terry. I know you're on track. Hi James.
Hello gentlemen.
Hi Richard. Hi Jaime. Hi Paul. Hi Stefan.
See a lot of yellows on the track,
It's this track and this car, Jeremy. That's what I was saying before. This car and this track.
Yeah, but I see also there's lots of room because there's only 19 cars, and I see cars that are way too close to each other. And probably because I realize Danny wasn't able to put a lap yet. I think a couple of drivers have been slowed down in their hot lap.
I've just been on board with David Noble, and my word, is he battling with the steering wheel? Unbelievable fighting with it.
Derek now put a 144.9.
Yep, he did that a second ago. So he's the first one into the 144s. I think Danny, if he gets a good run, will do a 144. Chris Bourne's 146, which is unusual for Chris, that. But I did see Chris go off before, so I think he'd overcooked it somewhere.
Yeah, but Chris is always going to push towards the end of the quali. That's his specialty.
David's on a 144.5 here. No, he's on a 144.4. Is he going to do it? 144.3. Wow.
Nice.
That's significantly quicker than Derek. So.
Well, there we go. 2 into 44s already.
Yeah, I don't think they say. I could see Terry Howard doing that as well. I think Terry might get into the 44s. Let's go back a little bit. Andrew Ambro is a 146.6. So this is going to push Andrew, if he can hold on to it, possibly into the 145s. Oh no, he's lost a bit of time. 140. He's going for a 146.1 now. There you go, 146.1. Steve Howells will jump with Steve. He's 147.1. So he's going for a 145 flat here. 140.9 perhaps. Or 145.8, sorry, no, I got my times mixed up there. I was way off the beaten track with that one. Frank Roder is 8/10 up. He's a 146.5, so he's going for the 140. He's now 9/10 up. He's losing time here. So he's currently at the 145.8, which will put him, as it stands, either 4th or 5th. Or actually could put him 6th, to be honest. Yeah, he's now on a 1:45.7, a 1:45.6, making some cracking time through here. He's now on a 1:45.5. Oh, he's spoilt his lap. His lap's gone grey. That means he's going to have to race another day. And Melvin is on a 1:47.3. He's 3/10 up. He's going for a 1:46. Can he keep the car on track here? He's lost a bit of time, but he has kept this lap going. He's 3/10 up now. He did lose some. He's got it back again. This chicane's going to be so important for Melvin to get into the 1:46s. He needs to cut that left chicane a little bit more. He's done well though. He's 6/10 up. He gained 3/10 in that chicane. So that's now going to put him into the 1:46.7s. He might not even gain a position here, but if he does, he'll be in front of Merch. Oh, so he's 8/10 up. Brilliant. Oh, he's gone deep.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lost it all there. That he would have been. His time then was plummeting in relation to lap time.
So far, a very surprising lineup, but it will change.
There we go. Chris Bourne. You're not having my pole. So Chris Bourne's a 1:46.6 and he's 2 seconds clear, so he's going for a 1:44.6 here. So this could be second. He's now on a 1:44.5. A 1:44.2.
There
a 1:44.3 at the moment. Oh, it's fluctuating. Where's he going to pop out? Oh, 1:44.
Second. Oh my God, that's so close.
So we've now got, what, 3 in the 1:44s, and Danny's still not done a lap.
Yeah, there's something is happening there. I don't know what.
I mean, I hope I've not bigged the guy up unnecessarily, because he was flying before in pre-qualifying. This is his out lap. Oh, that car's very loose. Very loose. The second he put the power on, it just started to wriggle. Yeah, he's taking them curves much more aggressively, but he's keeping the car flat. It allows him to put the power down. We've got 7 minutes of qualifying left to go. So it's this lap after this which is going to be the important one for Danny, really.
There's still 7 minutes, so a few things can change at the top.
I believe Terry Howard's got supporters watching as well. I don't know if it's family or friends, so we'll have to big Terry up as well. Terry Howard.
Very nice.
I don't know if there's anyone watching on the stream who's supporting Terry. You can just give us a thumbs up and acknowledge that. We know you're there. Right. So he's not gaining time here. He's really struggling. I mean, his car's in front of him again, but he's really struggling.
And now he's behind Manuel Souza, so it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, he's only gained 2/10. I think his opening part of the lap is what's killed him here, really. I mean, if the fact this guy was doing 1:44s before, there's got to be something wrong somewhere. He's fighting with it. He's 1.3 seconds up, so he's definitely got the pace. But I just think he's, I don't know. I think there's almost like he's fighting his demons a little bit. Now Sousa's also on a quick lap, so Sousa's not obliged to move out of the way here. You know, he's not getting blue flags, and Sousa's actually going quicker. So he's now looking at a 1:47, a 1:46 now. Is Danny? I think there's more in this for Danny. I think he's being held up a little bit now. You know, Sousa's half a second. Sousa's half a second up. He's got every right there. You know, so Sousa's having a cracking lap, and I don't know if he's being pushed along a little bit as well. But this is going to put Danny into the 1:46 ones. So this is going to bang him right up the table to 8th. There you go, 1:46 flat actually. And Sousa has gone. Sousa's gone up to 15th. I think Sousa's moved up a couple of. No, actually, it's showing Sousa as not going up anywhere.
No, it's still 17th.
But these are racing on the track.
Oh, I think, yeah.
It's just going to end in tears, isn't it?
Yeah.
Making the Porsche turn. I mean, this is where you turn around and say, the guy's faster than me, I'll let him go. Hi, Luke. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
So look.
Okay, so we'll switch from Danny now. Frank Roder. Frank's also struggled. He's normally quite quick, actually, Frank. He's in the 146s here with the 146.3. He's 1/10 up, but at the moment he's not looking like he's putting pressure on that time at all. He's not going to move up the table here, and he's actually lost any benefit and you know, position he's had really. There's really no one going fast now, so I think everyone's found that plateau where they can push the car to the limit. Yeah, hi Craig. Yeah, Craig's saying no, you back off and go again, and that's perfectly reasonable. I think sometimes, Craig, though, I think I know for a fact I'll do a fast second lap, then I'll do a faster third lap, and sometimes I'll do a faster fourth lap. Now, if you work that way and you get a slow driver in front of you, that can be quite off-putting. You know, so I think we're all different with the way we do it. So Frank did go a little bit quicker, but not you know, stormtroopingly quick there. I do think we've got 3 minutes left. So David's gone out again. Chris has gone out again. Derek's pitted. Now is Derek just going to pit and get back out? And Terry Howard's out again. So I think we're going to see a mad dash for the guys at the front to see if they can better the positions.
Really amazing luck from David so far.
I'm just going to jump on board. David's just on an outlap at the moment. So this lap's going to count for nothing. I think so. Chris Bourne's now the first one on an outlap, on a fast lap. So I'm going to jump to Chris. So Chris is best as a 1:44.4. So I'll do this corner by corner. So when he comes out the corner, because obviously that's what counts. Right, he's 3/10 up as he comes into Toaster. Come get the power down there. He's still 3/10 up. He did gain, then lose it. Through Piratella. He's still 3/10 up. Ackerman and Arley, is he going to keep it balanced here and get the car to drive into the corner and out? He's lost a bit of time going in. Flow in, fast out perhaps. No, he's lost time there. You can see he was fighting with the car, and that fighting's lost him a tenth, a crucial tenth. He's now 2/10 down of his original time. He could still go faster here than David, but he's going to have to be towards the 2/10 mark rather than the 1/10 mark, as the times currently stand. So he doesn't really need another tenth, and the reason why he needs another tenth is because David Noble, David Noble was flying, and he's just gone off track and spoiled his lap. So Chris Bourne, as it stands, is going to take pole position with a 1:44.2. So, or is he? Or is he? Slow acceleration coming out that corner. This is going to be close. A 1:44.2. Yeah, he just managed it. And David Noble, I think, would have had him if he hadn't gone wide. So we'll just jump back a little bit to Steve Howells. He's on a 1:45.8. He was 2/10 up. He's lost that time now. And his clock's going backwards. So I think we're going to see him spoil his lap here a little bit. He really needs to gain. I mean, he gained a tenth through there, to be honest. But he's still in the red.
So it's always it seems to be Chris's signature, you know, last minute quali.
Yeah.
And clinching the
track's rubbered up though. So we're back on board with Danny again with a 1:46 flat. He's 6/10 up here. 7/10. So he's now going for a 1:45.3, which is going to put him in 5th place. Now he was getting held up here before by Sousa, so yeah, his time's plummeted now. Going for a 1:40. He's now on a 1:44. A 1:44.9, I think. So he did make the 1:44s. I wasn't far off what I said. There you go, 1:44.9. Yeah, I wasn't far off.
3, 4. Nice.
So I got 3 of the top 4 right, didn't I, really? So I wasn't far off. But so that's 4 drivers in the 144s there. We've got 2 drivers back on track. Quickly back to the chat. We've got hi Robert.
Hello, Robert. Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be
Okay, news update. Mr. Bourne's broke his shifter, so let's see how that affects him. We'll quickly do a bit of a grid walk. So on pole position, we've got Chris Bourne in the purple 118 car, and we've got David Noble in the green number 10, followed by Derek Bird in the 701 gold and black, following up by Danny Holtz in the black and yellow and red 14 car. And the next row of the grid, we've got the 201 car of Terry Howard, and we've got the 300 car of Andreas Patterson. Next on the grid, we've got Terry Trowbridge in the number 97. And then we've got Steve Howells in the 969. Then got Andrew Ambro in the number 19. Frank Roder in the number 19 Porsche. And then we've got Andrew Ambro. That's why I got them mixed up, because they're very similar, in the number 15 car. We then got Bruce Hopkins in the number 60. And we've got Merch in the number 69 car. Got number 21 is Nikos Margaritis. Number 22 is Melvin Garland in his traditional white colours. We've then got Mike Dealove in the number 1 green and dark blue. And then we've got number 54, which is Goran Larson. We've then got Kevin Torrance in the 086 car. And we've got Manuel Souza in the number 30 green car. And then following up the back, we've got PJ Vitala in the number 46. And Jeremy will be quitting to the pits as a result of this. So that's where we stand in relation to the grid. And we should
Chris wrote upshift, okay, down is problem.
Right, okay, so it looks like he's going to struggle a little bit, is Chris. Should make an interesting race, everybody. Okay, so Andy Goddard, he breaks every race by the sound of it. Yeah, you will go into second. Bang. Right, so we've got 8 seconds, and then we'll be on our way. So anyone want to opt for a finish position? I think it might be a Chris Bourne win this one, significantly, easily.
Yeah, let's see the start. I think we have four very close drivers there at the top. Hopefully they will take it easy.
I'm just going to jump forward a little bit so I can get Chris Bourne in. Because if you remember on the start grid here, it keeps going and going and going and going and going, doesn't it? Before the lights go. And the lights actually go before the line. But are we going to see an aggressive Danny Holtz against Derek Bird? And I hope not, because we know Derek's a very respectful driver. Danny's still relatively new to the group, so we've still got to understand Danny and how he drives. Now they're all playing with their accelerator there. Any second now, so it won't be the first line, as I mistakenly said yesterday. But you just keep going and going and going and going, and then it's before the second line the lights will go out. David's got a good run there, Breeze on the outside, so Chris Bourne's got the perfect place here. There we go, lights out. So yeah, they've all made very, very good close starts. There's no lane shifting going on at the moment. I've got no yellows indicating on the screen for incidents. Looks like everyone's got round. Wow. Wow, wow,
Very nice.
wow. The
Very
Porsche
nice.
Cup, everyone's got round the corners without a problem. And look at that already. And Derek and Danny are battling. Danny's managed to pass Derek, and Derek's got him back. So I think
Yes.
Derek's going to have his wing mirrors full all race. This is going to be enthralling stuff. In fact, Andreas is looking racy as well. A few cars looking close further back there. Let me just pound off. Oh, we've had a first car off. Andrew has over-rotated it into the barrier. And we've had another car off. So Andrew Ambro, and there's the first contact, which is PJ. There's 4 cars involved in this one. Let's have a quick replay of that. I don't know whether it was one incident that led to them all, but it looked like it was a multi-car incident there. So I'm following Mike Dealove here, which is the green and blue. So he's swaying a little bit there. He's gone wide around the outside of Melvin, but now he's coming back on the inside. So far, so good. No issue. You can see the collision at the back. Oh, an unsafe return. Unsafe return. Hook, line and sinker from Andrew Ambro that. He put the power down too early on the grass, and it's flung his car across the track. And that has consequently now obviously caused problems for well, it's going to be for a few drivers that now. So I think from that perspective, we're going to have a struggle. Right, Bruce Hopkins has been involved in an incident as well. So we are live again now, so I need to switch off the replay option there. Bruce Hopkins is putting pressure on Melvin. And we've still got that car whizzing down the outside, which is, I think the blue one's Kevin. I think. Yeah, Kevin's now made a pass on Bruce up the inside. PJ sat at the back. And off they go. Still a bit of movement going on at the back here. Andrew Ambro is last. Mike Dealove is now trying to gain, but I don't know if he's had problems. Nikos has decided that the beach is a better place to be, and going and took the shortcut across the beach. And I'm going to jump to the front because Andreas is putting pressure on Danny here, and Manuel Sousa's putting pressure on PJ as well. I'll keep an eye on that battle as it stands.
Yeah, and Chris already managed to pull a 2.6 second lead. He's fast.
He's 3. Hi Owen 0501. Welcome to the stream.
Hello there.
Hope you enjoy it. If you can let us know where you heard about us, that'd be fantastic, just so we're aware of how we're getting spread out there. Frank Roder is putting pressure on here. So Frank's in the number 19 car and is putting pressure on Merch here. So Merch has gone from victorious yesterday to middle of the road today. So it'll be interesting to see how he copes with the pressure from behind. I mean, we know the Porsche is a completely different car to the GT4s. First of all, completely massive amounts of power. Chris Bourne's flexing his muscles now with a 1:45.4. That is half a second quicker than anybody else on track. Oh, just watching the final stream. Thanks, Owen. Appreciate that. Merch is now putting pressure on Howells. So Merch has gone from the hunted to the hunter. So let's jump on board with Merch. And we'll keep an eye on the positions further up and the gaps between the drivers. And if I can see anything of interest, we'll move forward into that. Nikos is Goran's putting pressure on Sousa, but Sousa just seems to have better drive out of certain corners as it stands.
Yeah, there's a nice battle between Derek and David for that second position there. Yeah,
I'm watching that gap drop. It keeps moving. It's fluctuating a little bit.
That's right, and Danny is waiting right behind.
He is indeed. I'm just laughing at Andy Goddard's comment. Chris is going so fast because he can't change down.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to mention that he's very fast and he cannot downshift. I mean, that's amazing.
So Goran's gone off. So Goran's gone off through Akmiralare. He's obviously over-rotated the car, and that's allowed Nikos and Mike Deal to pass. And it looks like Andrew Ambro's going to make it past as well. Yeah, so that now put us Goran in last place on the track. Chris Bourne's now done a 1:55.0, and I'm going to jump forward to the helicam because we have a bit of action up the front now. This is Derek putting pressure on the green Porsche of David, and Danny putting pressure on Derek. So Danny's the one at the back, Derek's in the middle. He's got a sandwich there, the two racers with similar gaps. So Terry Howard's gone off. I don't know where he's gone actually. I think he might have quit. Terry Howard's quit.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I don't know if he did disconnect there because he just seemed to don't come down. I don't know if he hit anything. That's a bit of a shame, that.
Didn't see anything. Yeah, and he won't be able to get back on the server, that's for sure.
No, absolutely not. So, bit of a shame. So, there's another battle going on here. Merch, Steve, and Frank are all battling together. So, we've got two quite close battles, actually, for top 10 positions. So, Owen, you're over 50. That means you can join. So, if you're interested, sign up on our Facebook page. You'll get access then to the Discord. And then on a Monday, we have an open race on it's Donington this week. We won't let you race in the championships until you've at least done a race in the open race with us. If you race, then what we can do is look at your lap times and work out which group you'll be in. So you'll either be in Group 1, Group 2 or Group 3. So Group 1 are the aliens. Them guys are rapid. So Chris Bourne's an alien. David, Derek are all aliens. Group 2 are guys middle of the road, and the Group 3 are the guys who are relatively, some of them are new to the group, and they're just not as quick as the Group 1 and Group 2 guys. We try to make it fair, and at the end of each season we move the drivers around. So, you know, it's a balancing act really between the groups. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Derek, because Derek's still putting pressure on David Noble here. So let's have a look at it from the rear wing of David Noble and see how it looks. You can see the braking. Group 5 sounds good. We've not got that many yet. So we also have on a Wednesday we have a GT4 championship, which obviously is limited to GT4 class only, and then Thursday, as you're watching now, is the Porsche Cup. So all we can do with the Porsche Cup is obviously just race the Porsches. The season ends just before the end of the year, and we're looking at different ways of doing the season next year and open up more events, if you like. So that's still under discussion, but we're quite excited at some of the ideas we've got in hand at the moment for what's going to happen in the next season. Variety is the spice of life, shall we say. But it's still under negotiation. Jeremy likes the idea in principle. We just need to dot the I's and cross the T's, don't we, Jeremy?
That's absolutely.
So, what we'll also make you aware of is, some of you may know this, some of you may not. Me and Jeremy have been working on something behind the scenes between ourselves, and we've been waiting for the time to announce it, and we thought, well, it's never the wrong time to announce it, it's never the right time to announce it, so actually should have gone to the front of there, because Frank's putting pressure on Merch, and Merch is off. Merch has gone off. He hasn't hit the barrier though, he's kept the car going, so Merch will recover. The question is Melvin going to pass him? Nah, I think he's going to let pace go in there. So that was a bit of a tail swapper. That it really come round on him there. So Jonathan's in the stream. Hi, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
So once the season's over, in relation to next season, we're going to be splitting up a little bit, as mentioned. But me and Jeremy are introducing a show, 30-minute show. Call it a podcast. Call it what you want. And what we'll be doing is inviting drivers along each week to be involved in a discussion, in topics. We've also got a couple of little nice ideas in there as well, quite unique, I believe, to e-racing, if you like. It's going to be dedicated to the seniors, without a shadow of a doubt. We've put a lot of work into it already. We just finalised a few things, getting the logistics sorted, because obviously Jeremy's in Canada and I live in the UK, so we've got to make sure that we both appear on the same screen and things like that, which we've already tested. We can do that, haven't we, Jeremy? And it was
absolutely
it was successful what we did. But
and just a small detail, it's going to be live on YouTube, so it will be also possible for anyone watching to participate the way it's happening right now.
Yeah.
But and it will be also possible for guests to appear in the video, so we will get to know each other even better.
So Luke just makes a comment there, Jeremy. Is there going to be an I'm sorry part in the cast? Not quite, Luke, but we will. What we will do is we will look at talking points in the races that have gone by. We're not going to look at every race, every detail. We'll pick one or two incidents, if you like, and we'll break the incidents down. And the idea of the incident is not to be critical of the drivers involved, but to understand how to assess that incident. So from your perspective and all the other racers' perspective, you can see how the stewards behind the scenes look at an incident, and some incidents sometimes on the face of it look black and white, but actually when you look at braking, you look at pressure, you look at power on the pedals, you realise it's not as black and white as it sometimes appears. You know, I know Peter, one of the stewards in Group 2 and Group 3 this week, he spent an hour and 55 minutes reviewing, I think it was 6 incidents in Group 2, and that's a long time, but he's meticulous as Peter. You know, and I, when I was doing the stewarding and asking the stewards to work, equally I was spending a lot of time getting all that information together and you know, publishing it out for people to review, and then obviously publishing the penalties out. I don't do that now. I assist in Group 1, or you know, and I look at GT4 and Porsche Cup, but I actively don't now manage the incidents, which just took a bit off me. But I still do all the tables and I still do all the penalty applications. That will be a track warning for Danny Holtz. So that is strike number 1. And for everyone is sorry to everyone. Let's get out of the way, Andy. That's it. Let's say it now. You guys are funny. So Andreas here has made a pass on Danny. So there, has Danny got his tyres out of shape, or is he going back for the dive here? Andreas is looking really good here. I know he's been struggling as of recently, and I think he posted something similar. I think he's had a few races where it's just not been his race. But he seems to have the grip between his teeth here. Not a shadow of a doubt.
So still, Derek and David battling for that second place. Chris completely alone. I mean, usually he has Carlo chasing him, you know.
Yeah.
So now he's on his own.
Yeah, I saw that, Jonathan. He come round the corner almost sideways. And he kept it, which in this car is no mean feat. So PJ's putting pressure here on Bruce Hopkins. I don't think he's going to make the pass, but he's letting Bruce know he's there. And PJ, as you know, even in the GT3 races the Porsche, so he's definitely a Porsche advocate. In fact, I think he's got... Oh, and Bruce has gone off. Bruce's car is already looking battle damaged. Frank Roder's gone off. And his Porsche has really hit something harsh there. Whoa, that's really damaged.
Yes.
Oof. He was lucky then. Them two guys have avoided him.
Wow, he completely demolished the front of his car there.
Yeah, in fact, Frank's really struggling here. I think he's got steering problems. His car's just not looking like it's going straight at all around the corners. Well, they don't go straight around corners, but you know what I mean. That car is looking rather battered and bruised, isn't it? Easily.
Definitely.
He's really fighting with it there. I think he's got the flappy bonnet syndrome.
Yeah, I think he might have to pull in and repair the car, but
oh, and there's a bit of is that battle behind or contact? I thought there was initially going to be contact, but Andrew Ambro just managed to put the anchors on before he hit Sousa there. So Sousa, there's parts of the track Sousa's really quick on actually.
yeah, Ambro has a very damaged front car as well.
Yeah, well, he had an incident early on, didn't he? He went off early on.
That's right.
And that's why he's down, because I think he qualified in 15th. No, he qualified higher than that. I think he was 11th, Andrew. And he's dropped places as a result of that incident in the first lap where he went off. As I said, number of incidents between car and car is going to be limited here. It's more about keeping the car on the track. So I'm going to do a quick rundown of the grid. So we've got Chris Bourne way out in front. In fact, Kevin, just jump back. Kevin's off. Oh, and Sousa's off. The pair of them are off. They're both doing a bit of sand drifting, and Sousa doesn't know where to get the car back, and he's back on the track now. So a couple of drivers losing. Oh, and Sousa's still struggling with the donuts.
Lost it again. Wow.
Watch your tyres, Sousa. They won't be sticky anymore. They're full of sand. Yeah, gently does it. Gently does it. Oh, watch the contact there. Oh, dear, dear. Oh, he's off again. Oh, he's kept it that time.
That was close.
Wow. I'm just going to jump forward. Derek's passed Noble. Noble went deep. Derek's passed Noble. So wow. Derek is now second.
I think this battle is very interesting. Let's see if Derek can pull away.
Well, Derek's just managed to pull away a second already as a result of, I think, David getting his tyres on the dirt. He had his two right tyres on the sand, so he'd have had traction problems coming out of there. We know Derek's very difficult to pass once he's in front as well. Andrew Ambrose putting pressure on the two battered red Porsches now. And Andrew Ambrose having a look at the even more battered Frank Roder's car in front. So Frank didn't pit. So I do think he's going to be struggling top end here. On the straight, oh, there you go, he's pitting. Roder's realised his car's in too much of a state. Sousa's gone off again. He's avoided the wall, to be fair. So we had Chris Ball was 9 seconds in front of Derek. So Derek is less than a second in front of Noble, but we've just seen Derek's past Noble. Noble's really got the aggression there. He's flying Noble there. Cracking angle through the Piratella there now into Acqua Milane. Howells has gone off. He's running slow. Back to that battle. We've got David Noble. The gap between David Noble and Andreas is 5 seconds. So Andreas has now pulled away from Danny. So Danny was the early runner. He's now starting to struggle. So I'm wondering whether Danny's car setup was more about the tyres rather than... Oh, and Andreas is gone. Great donut, but he's lost the place. So me speaking about Danny's... and we got Nikos off. So how many cars are going off here?
Wow, that's insane.
And this is something I said quite early on.
Nikos really damaged his car going out there. And Sousa goes out again.
So Terry Trowbridge is now pressuring Andreas. As we know, Andreas has just got loose and gone wide. But Terry's looking racy again now. And Nikos is off again.
And Sousa, Nikos is not rejoining the track.
Yeah, he is. Nikos is rejoining.
He is now. Okay.
His car is looking battered, though.
His car is completely destroyed.
Yeah. His car, if we just have a quick look. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Nikos. That's going to need a bit of a buff out, shall we say.
He has a new air intake at the front.
He does indeed. So that Nikos is struggling. David Noble is still putting pressure on Derek.
Yeah, these two actually are the show of the race. They're battling since the beginning, and I think it's going to be like this. Let's hope it's going to stay like this all race. You know, it used to be, remember, Carlo and Chris, and now it's Derek and David. Because Chris is way ahead now. He's 10 seconds off.
Derek's back end then. Oh, he nearly over-rotated it and give David Noble a place there. You can see Noble's gained on him quite a lot.
Yeah, see, they're pushing each other.
Yeah.
And that's very interesting.
Acqua Milane just seemed to get the back end loose too much. So back to where we were. Merch is 10 seconds behind Terry. So no one's threatening Merch at the moment. He's racing himself. As we saw, Merch did spin out before. Steve Howells, who's been off as well, he's 5 seconds behind Merch. And he's 5 seconds ahead of Melvin. As you can see, there's Melvin. It looks like Frank Roder's back out from the pits as well. He's running again. PJ's putting pressure on Melvin. So Melvin needs to keep an eye on his rear view mirror there, because before he knows it, he's going to have the number 46 car. And PJ's absolutely launched it over the curb there. Hopkins behind has gone really deep into the corner. Are we going to see PJ going for a dive here? Melvin's going to defend. He's going to have to force PJ into a place PJ doesn't want to be. And there's really no passing on this corner unless you go deep and go off. As you can see, Melvin's done it, but PJ could have a really good run here. So let's just jump onto the rear of Melvin's car. Whilst PJ got a really good draft. I'd sit in his wing a little bit more there and get the run on him. Because he can jump up the inside then. I don't think he's going to make this stick here. No, he's not going to make it stick.
No.
Unless he breaks really late, but that's dangerous in the Porsche Cup. Really dangerous.
Very.
Yeah. Further down, Bruce Hopkins is 2 seconds behind. And he's being chased by Andrew Ambro, who's, as we said, has gone off, but he's now making places up. Then 9 seconds behind that, we get our Kevin in the light blue car. Then we got Goran in the blue and yellow Swedish sparkly livery car. One of our Swedish contingents, joining parties with Andreas, shall we say. Souza is 19 seconds behind that, and then 4 seconds behind Souza. We've got Mike Dealov, who's involved in an incident quite early on, which meant he lost a lot of places. Frank Roder went off, really damaged his car, and has gone in the pits. What I will say, even though he's behind, I think he's going to catch up a lot of cars. And Nikos is off again. He's been lapped. So Nikos is the last runner. He's running. Nikos has pitted. So he's running a clean car now, shall we say. But back to PJ. Still putting pressure on Melvin. You can see the difference in the way they take the corners over the curbs there. So let's jump to the cockpit of PJ. Bit to the chat. Oh, you're talking about all the stuff.
Paul Moore. Wonder if I could get a duct tape livery. That's a good one.
Yeah. 102 liveries I've got now. 3 seniors. 102 liveries.
That's a lot.
And Melvin's really pulled away there, hasn't he now? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a full car. There's a PJ followed by Bruce, Andrew, and Kevin there. No, not Kevin.
It's Andrew Ambrose at the back, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
He's putting pressure on Bruce Hopkins as we speak. So let's go to the tailgate of Bruce Hopkins' car. And you can see there, even though that car is damaged, he's got a very good run, but he's going to take some balls to go around the outside there. Is he going to do it? You know what? He might be making it stick. No contact. Come on, guys. You can do it. Neck and neck. Who's going to break last? Oh, that was good by Bruce, that. Oh, contact. I thought we had a rear ender then going. I thought Ambrose's rear end was going to go. Ambrose now got the line into the next corner, though. Oh, he's kept it really well there. Really good. Both of them come through Acquaminolale brilliantly there. Good, apart from a little tap, that was good racing, that.
Yeah.
Now, how are they going to go through the chicane? Ambrose very defensive there, actually. He took the chicane well. They've both gone deep into the chicane and gone off track limits, but they've both made it through. So that's I think that's that battle done. Not much going on track now.
Yeah, except between Derek and David. I mean, the gap is a little bigger than usual, but they're still at it.
Well, you can see the winners and losers here. Guy who's made the most positions is PJ. 9 positions. Staggering. Wow. Staggering. Followed by Melvin, who's made 5 positions, as has Merch. Kevin has made 4 positions. The big loser in all this is Frank Roder, who has lost 8 positions. Nikos has lost 5. Nikos is really struggling, as you can see there. He's having to give way to a lot of cars now. Yeah, just to mention our sponsors, PWS sponsoring ACC TV, allow us to bring you this great coverage for each of the races we show. You know, without the donations and sponsorships of the different parts of eSeniors, you know, we'd really struggle providing what we provide. So we're really grateful for anything we receive in relation to donations, or certainly from a sponsorship perspective. And getting our first sponsorship for, you know, part of the eSeniors technologies was a fantastic move, and hopefully, you know, we can try and make this self-sustaining when we can hit the magic numbers on YouTube. So if you're new to the stream, click on that like, please, and please click on subscribe. and share any links out to your friends and family and get them to do the same. You know, we are increasing, we're spreading out, people are finding our streams now. We had one of the YouTube guys watching the stream last week. Our race apparently appeared on his feed, so we must be tagging them correctly for that to happen. He come along and thought it was great, you know. So if these guys think what you're doing is great, and the fact that, you know, I think someone said racing for the wrinklies, well, they can call it what they want. If they want to like and subscribe, I'm happy with that. Call me anything.
Yeah, Dalking, that's right.
Yeah, Dalking, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it, Andy. Dalkin. What we need is someone like him to race with us on a Monday night. For
yeah, that
UK
would be
and
fun.
Monday during the day, because that would really, seriously open eyes, that, I should imagine. Zimmer frame
So
GT.
so David is very close to Derek again.
Yeah. There's only a couple of battles. PJ putting pressure on Melvin still. And then we've got this battle here, which is David and Derek. David will be kicking himself because it was a mistake he made that gave the position to Derek. Well, PJ is getting close to Melvin, although PJ's gone off. That's one of the places on that track. If you go off there with your tyres, you can't get the drive and traction back onto the track. You've got to see the curb out. We've had two cars off. Sousa's gone off again. And Terry Trowbridge had gone off. I think Terry had gone wide. So Sousa's got off again. You can see the trail of dust. And Nikos is now catching Sousa up. So, tell you what, they're really struggling with this car.
Yeah, not easy.
Oh, and he's off again. Now, is that Sousa decided I've had enough? Oh, no, I'm not giving in. I'm not giving in. There's Danny going past him now. Oh, God, that was close.
That was
Whoa,
close.
dearie me.
Wow.
How they didn't tap there and move, ooh, especially with the net code. Wow. We've had Andreas has gone off again. This time, though, he's hit the barrier. So he's come through.
Yeah.
He's come through Tosa. Kept the gas on and got round.
Yeah, Terry's gonna.
And there's Merch passing him now.
That's it.
The Terry Trowbridge is now into 5th place.
That's right.
So Andreas is going again now. He's got himself up and running again. So there's me bigging Andreas up, and he's now being hunted by Steve Howells. Ambro is catching PJ here, so Ambro's really on it. But PJ must have caught him and passed him again, hadn't he? Because I think Ambro had passed PJ before, because he got stuck on the curb here in Acqua Minerale. Oh, he's sideways. He has to get the anchors on. Now, 20 minutes left to go. The tyres start to go between 20 and 15 minutes. And you lose about 5 minutes of racing time. And consequently, your tyres will come back. Oh, he's all over the place there. Oh, he doesn't know which way to turn, literally. No, don't go on the grass. Not on the grass in the Porsche. Wow, that would take some courage. Hi, Terry. We saw you go look like a disconnect there.
No, Terry.
Yeah, it's just such a shame you had a disconnect.
Lost connection.
Yeah, we said you'd gone it like a disconnect because we couldn't see an incident of sorts. Right, Andreas is now catching up. So we've got Andreas and some Merch has gone off because Andreas has caught Merch up. Merch is gone. Real funny twitch there with Merch's car. He just seemed to twitch to the left. Now again, when I mentioned the tyres, have they just started to go off a cliff a little bit?
Could be.
So this is the battle with Bruce, PJ and Andrew. Sorry, Jeremy, you going to say?
No, I didn't notice any tire wear with the GT3 or the GT4 yesterday.
No,
I,
the GT3 definitely suffered with tyre wear.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't feel that in my race, and the GT4 yesterday was pretty stable, but I don't know about the Cup.
Whoa, Bruce has gone really deep. Now, Bruce will have a track warning there. That's a definite track warning. So, we had one driver yesterday in the GT4 who got a track warning. Are we going to get another one today? Now, these guys are catching up Melvin in front again now. So, Melvin's just come back into shot. So, not only is Melvin going to have one racer on his tail, he's going to end up with a couple. This battle's not going away, though. Going up to the start-finish straight. Yeah, it's really looking a bit damaged, his Ambrose car, but to be fair, he's got the pace in it. Damage or not, he's got the pace in it. I remember driving the Porsche around Kyalami once in one of the first races we did. And I hit a wall and it said severe damage. And it never impacted my car whatsoever.
Wow.
My bonnet was bouncing, didn't slow it down at all. No difference at all in control, I couldn't believe it. Now that's pretty brutal, that, what he's onto the front of that. Oh, he just held it there. Just started to drift from him, the rear end. Sousa's off again.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Aqua Minerale.
Yeah, Aqua Minerale.
So Sousa's still going and he's being caught. I mean, he's being lapped now. There's a couple of cars coming up to lap him. So that was Andreas. Let's see Andreas. Come on, over the top. We should see Andreas pass Sousa any second now. Andreas will be kicking himself. I mean, he's back up into 6, granted. But again, it was just a mistake on too keen. Now, Ambro has took PJ. And as we saw there, Andreas has took Sousa. Sousa's backing right out of everything. So PJ's now under attack from Bruce. And that's not what PJ wants.
Oh, and that's it, yeah.
As they come into the start-finish straight, how to lose time is going off. That's exactly what David Noble did and lost his time. So I think this is going to settle down now, because they've been vying for places for about 5 laps, if not more. So David Noble's still behind Derek Bird.
Yes, and the gap still...
just over a second?
Yeah, just a little bit over a second.
Chris Bourne's 13 seconds clear of these two. Oh, he's just running off with it. In fact,
Chris started to go.
I was going to say Chris Bourne's he's lapping people for fun here. That's Goran. So he's lapped up to 14th. So he's got loads of space now before the next car, so he's not going to be catching anyone up too soon. Yeah, this battle's really calmed down, I think, now. I mean, Bruce's car's not damaged, I think. So, if anything, Bruce could catch Ambro up if Ambro makes a mistake. And obviously what we don't want to see is a track limit warning, drive-through penalty. Andreas has gone off, and Merch has now passed Andreas. So I didn't see them go off. There was Merch is struggling here again, getting the car stopped. So I think Andreas must have spun, because he's got a lot of pace here as Andreas. He's not going to make any headway at this point in time, though, because Merch is off there looking at it. These two guys have been at it since Derek Bird passed him. Neither of them are giving up. No, Noble doesn't want to be doing that. That'll unsettle the car. Nikos. Oh, he's off again. And I thought he was parking it up then. He's not giving up. He's not giving up. I'm trying to work out if there's any cars near him. There's two cars, car 21, and there was another one near him. That car there has got damage on the front of it. That's Mike Dearlove. But showing Nikos is still struggling there. Whoa, so's Mike Dearlove. His car's really twitchy. Really, he's got really deep there. He wants to be careful.
But Mike Dearlove has a very damaged car too.
Yeah, his car's looking like a right handful. I don't know if the steering wheel's straight because he just couldn't steer it round the corner. In fact, his car looks like it's pulling to the right. Every time there's a right-hander, it pulls more to the right. Oh, he's got round there. Where else can we go? There's just no battles going on now. It's all quieting down.
Andreas is pressuring Merch.
Got back up to Merch again. Yeah, it just flashed up as red then, so I could see that. So I could keep an eye on it. Oh, Merch has gone off again there. He's going to give the run here to Andreas. His back end of his car is quite loose, his Merch's. I think we're going to see Andreas get a really good run here now. Just on the drive alone out the corner. Andreas has gone on the attack. He's going up the inside. This is all about breaking the latest. Andreas has now got the corner.
Oh, and the touch.
I could see that coming there. Oh, I could see that coming. That's
when Andrea lost the car.
Yeah,
okay, so.
I could see that coming, to be honest. I knew exactly where the way that was going to go down then. I knew Merch wasn't going to give. I think Merch could have given him a bit more room on the inside. And possibly gone around the outside, but I don't know.
Yeah, see, that is the reason why sometimes taking a risk, you have to know who you're taking the risk with.
Yeah.
And if it's worth taking that risk as well, you know, I mean, because as a result, Andreas lost 2 positions.
Yeah, I think Terry sums it up there. No way Merckx was pulling out of that one. No.
Yeah.
Andy Goddard, Kamikaze, Robert Abando, Not Polite Racing. So, written in the stars there, Andreas. I think it was. Hi, Neil. Yeah, I think.
Hello, Neil.
I think we all saw that was coming. Oh, this is looking interesting. Ambro and Melvin. Wow, that takes some courage going round there. Oh, Melvin. Oh, he just kept it. A back end twitch then. But Melvin's lost 2 places in one corner there. I do feel the tyres. Just look at the lap times now. Just let me look at the last lap times. So 140. So Chris Bourne's last lap was a 145.7. No one was near him. 146s and 147s are the order of the day. There's a few more slower than that. But yeah, there's I think them times at the moment are the order of the day. Luke saying nothing. Jonathan Woods, no comment.
So David now is very close to Derek again. And if he's going to try something, he has to do it now.
Yeah, next couple of laps really, isn't it? We've got 11 minutes to go. Just can't get the drive out the corners. Derek's equal to the drive, and consequently it just means that it's the status quo every single lap. You know, wherever David gains on Derek, Derek pulls away in certain other parts of the track. It just seems to be the way it is. So there's parts of the track where they get within half a second.
Yeah, they're coming into trouble a little bit. Well, just one car they have to pass. Let's see if that plays.
Nikos has been off again, and his car's starting to look rather battered yet again. You can see there's a lot of dirt on the windscreen there. Ooh, Nikos decides, nah, I'm going to cut that corner. He's really struggling, Nikos.
He really destroyed the front of his car again.
Melvin's lost more places there. PJ's passed him now. Yeah, let's have a quick look at Nikos's car on the outside. He's done it again. He's got a second air intake again.
Yeah.
But if at first you don't succeed, hit the wall again. Now the other
Yeah,
thing,
wow.
the other thing we've got as well is Danny Holtz has gone off. Whoa, I can't get off the
Oh,
camera.
yeah,
I
you're
can't get
right.
off the camera. There you go. Danny Holtz has gone off. He's got himself back going again now. Don't think there was damage, but he got himself loose. The Terry is now got a comfortable 4th place. Danny's okay at the moment. There's no threat, but Noble is really putting pressure on Bird now.
He is,
4
and they're
tenths.
coming. Yeah, and they are right behind Gordon Larson. So is he going to be a factor? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Goran's moved over. Good driving, that
Very,
Goran.
very nice.
It's good when you see that, you know, because it's not always nice being passed, but when you do it right and you clear the road completely, that's what the fast guys really want to see. You know, it's you're not pushing it into a corner and having to take them into a corner. You know, they are actually either staying put and allowing you to pass, or they're putting themselves well and truly out the way. He saw his mirrors early and he knew they were coming, and he made that decision very early on. He didn't wait till he caught up. Now Merch is off. So where is Merch? Oh, he's gone off on the track there. So that's through the chicane. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Merch has gone off through the chicane. He's lost places. So Steve Howells is now in 6th place. So after his little venture early on, he's now looking quite tasty and quite racy. There's no damage on his car. His car's looking pretty good. So hopefully he's kept his tyres well.
It's like Terry. Terry is in P4 and he managed a beautiful race. And David is really pressuring Derek right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the helicam. Yeah, this is Andrew Ambrose past Andreas. So Ambro, even with a damaged car, is still putting it about. I mean, Andreas there is looking really, really racy, to be fair. I think Andreas must have gone deep into a corner. But I tell you what, he's got good angles on that corner. As Ambro there, he's running it really well. I don't think this battle's over. We just don't want the cars to over-rotate into the corners and hit the wall, though. That's such a shame when that happens. Come on, Leicester. Nail Bywater saying, come on, Leicester. Now, is that someone I don't recognise? Leicester. I don't recognise the name or the slang term. I presume it's someone, you know, a personal name. It's a personal, friendly name you call somebody. Ah, right, Derek. Okay. Stefan, high downforce bonnet mod. Now, he was a bit hot inside his car, was Nikos, and what he wanted was a bit of a draft, so he opened his bonnet. I was going to say, right, we're both from Leicester, so you're saying David. So it's not Derek Bird, it's David Noble you're supporting. Right. Understood.
But once again, beautiful battle from these two since the beginning of the race.
So, chat and Jeremy, we're looking for driver of the day.
Well, I think it's between the top 3. And we need the people to vote.
And Nikos is off again.
Look, goes Nikos.
What? Oh, there's been a few offs. Ambro's off.
Oh,
Kevin's
God.
off. Kevin's gone off just behind. Oh, this is looking dangerous. Ambro had made so many inroads then. He's now plummeted down the table.
Wow.
Wow. And
yeah. Well, that's it.
Kevin was the other one. I do think this is tyres. Paul Moore saying Chris. Andy Garrard. Come on, Derek. We're both from Doncaster. Someone hit the random off button. I should have had animation, shouldn't I? When a car goes off, it has an explosion on the screen. Oh, they've been teleported somewhere.
Yeah, you're right, Robert.
Yeah.
Chris is leading and by a big margin.
Owen, your point there about drivers not giving up. To be honest, not many of us do give up. The reason why we don't give up is because the point system we have.
That's right.
It rewards you for not giving up. So even though Nikos is down where he's got, he'll still give a decent haul of points. Whereas if he quits
Absolutely.
and doesn't finish, he gets nil points. So from his perspective, it's in his interest to stay on track really. And if you watch all the races, it's very rare we get people quitting. Once or twice we've had a rage quit, but that's very rare. Disconnects is the most common reason for people quitting, and that's obviously technology which we can't control. Jeremy's driver of the day didn't crash once. He didn't get out the pits, to be fair, Stefan. So Luke, I did think of the incident counter. I thought against it. So here's my logic. We're trying to promote good, clean racing, and it doesn't look good when you've got a counter showing the incidents going up on every race. So I decided against it. Disconnect is engine failure in my eyes. Possibly. But with engine failure, you get towed back to the pits. A disconnect, you don't. You're out the race.
Yeah, if some of you wonder why my car is always parked in the pits, unfortunately, I tried to control the server from a pit lane and not being on the track, and the server doesn't respond at all. So in order to restart the quali on time and to reset the server, the only way is to be present for the race. I wish there was a better system.
Yeah. So Owen, we've deliberately switched reconnections off, and the reason being because we all run custom liveries and we're from all over the world. People connecting can cause massive lag. So if you're running really well, we've had this a few times. Someone connects, you're into a corner. When the connection relinquishes, you're in the wall. So once you've come out of the game, you can't reconnect during the race. That's deliberate. We've done it that way.
So who's the driver of the day, gentlemen?
Yeah, a couple have gone for Bourne. Terry's saying Chris's shelves must be full now, so it's either Terry or Derek. Yeah, to be honest, Terry, I think you will be on the finish table. The fact that you did take place, I think you will. Yeah, I think Chris has been faultless. Chris could do double donut, could stop and do donuts. Chris could stop, eat donuts, and still win. Mike D loves off. He's going again. He's missed out on a lot of racing as Mike. I think he's lost touch with the car a little bit. Right, so we're going for Mr. Bourne then.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see if I can get this set up before the race ends. Always difficult this getting this all done. Let me have a look. This one here.
But it was a beautiful race from Derek and David as well.
There you go. So save that. Oh, the things I do for eSeniors, getting all these little icons and graphics done. Just to make us look the business. There you go. That. So just get myself set up for driver of the day. Click on that. No, that's the wrong button. And then click on that button there.
Leaders on final lap now.
So here's Chris is on his last lap.
Yeah, we'll jump on board with Chris now. Frank's gone off. Frank's doing donuts. Smashed his back end. Oh, he's managed to do a full rotation there and keep it on track. Danny Holtz is putting pressure on Terry. So we'll go with driver of the day as being Mr. Bourne. Well done, Chris. Fully deserved from start to finish. Very much like Merch yesterday. No one was near you. All right, let's go back to Mr. Bourne. Merch is putting pressure on his Merch. They've had contact, these two. They've had contact. Merch has made the pass. They did have contact. No, and Howells has lost it trying to catch. Luckily, he's only lost one place because that person was unlapping themselves. So let's. So we're with Chris Bourne now, as he comes over the what will be the finish line. He's coming through the final bit there, the chicane. Get the power down. Oh, he's turned his lights off. It's unusual. Oh, he's put his hazards back on again. Oh, yeah, he's got his hazards. He must have a button he presses and it just all starts putting his windscreen wipers, his hazards on and everything. There he goes. He will flash his lights. There you go.
Very well done.
Well done, Mr. Bourne. Congratulations. Yet again, another clean victory.
Finished the race.
Derek Bird has made it. And did pull out a bit of a gap of 3 seconds on David Noble in the end. So Derek Bird, another good race there. Good battle with David early on and maintained that battle and won it. And there's David coming over. Really good battle with them two guys. Terry is getting pressure put on. I'm going to a different view on this one. Danny's looking to take fourth, but I think Terry's going to go and do well here. Terry, I think, is going to make it unless he stuffs it in the corner, which he's not done. Danny's not giving up, though. We've seen Danny's quit, but he also made a mistake. He got a bit loose into that corner as well. And looks like Terry's going to make it as well. Followed closely by Danny. A good race there, Terry. Good race there, Danny. Well done, guys.
Very nice.
Birch has managed to pull away from the guys behind him, as we saw. He did have contact with Howells. That may come through to a stewards, I don't know yet. The fact that none of them went off it indicates it's more of a love tap as opposed to a spin out. But then Howells got the chicane wrong, put the power on too early, and the car drifted round the corner, and he spun himself out. Someone's having a great barbecue in the corner there, aren't they? Steve Howells, you'll see the barbecue. Yeah, look at that. That's one hell of a barbecue, that. Steve Howells, that was a good run, that, Steve. And Andreas behind him with a bit of a damaged car. Bruce Hopkins has already crossed the line. And PJ, who did make good moves forward, really. Melvin, he's going to hold Andrew Ambro off. Andrew Ambro's having a go. Oh, he's kept it at bay. And that's it. That is your finish grid. Oh, can I thank you all for watching? And,
thank you, everyone.
Really appreciate putting your time aside to support the guys racing. And thanks, Owen, for joining us. And you're more than welcome to come and watch us on a Monday. And we do stream most nights as well. So I just want to say thanks very much, everyone. And goodbye from me.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
And take care. Bye.